Hey everyone, welcome back to 22 Panels. This is the podcast that aims to examine, explore, and elevate the medium of comics. I am Tyler, and across the interwebs from me is Tad. Hey Tad, how's it going?
I have been awake for less than 15 minutes.
I know,
So we're gonna do something crazy that I don't think we've ever done before,
and just
and we're
wing it.
recording without caffeinating me. Um,
Maybe it'll go
so,
faster.
uh, we'll find out.
Maybe you'll
Let's
be
rock and roll.
maybe you'll be on it.
The last episode of the year,
Yep,
episode number 112.
that's correct.
We still haven't missed a week.
One of us, you have always been here for sure,
Yeah.
and there's a couple that I've been gone.
Yeah, but we still haven't had a week without
A
a
show.
weekly episode.
Uh huh.
I'm really kind of proud of us. 112
That's great.
weekly episodes, more than 2 years now.
Yep, we're on season 3.
And who knew that the weekly episodes were going to be outnumbered by the bonus episodes?
Yeah.
That's been a pleasant surprise. It's been a pleasant surprise.
Yeah,
So let's get into it.
sure.
Uh,
What do we got for news this week?
as it turns out, they don't announce a lot of stuff
Mm-hmm.
in that week between Christmas and New Year's.
Right.
But there was official word that Ram V's run on Detective will come to a close at 1089. It was always a planned 3-act arc, so this isn't like a surprise, but it was officially announced
Right.
that
What
1089 will be
what issue did he start with?
1050 something.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be including the annual and like a one shot thing. It's going to be about 30 total issues.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
and 1080 came out this week. I think it's been bi-weekly,
Mm-hmm.
so that probably means they actually just solicited 1089.
Probably.
Yeah. So otherwise, everybody's doing their year-end lists. We'll get ours started next week.
Yeah, ours will be good. Yeah, I was looking at when I was looking for news, that's all I could find was year-end list. Best of
Yep.
23 or upcoming
Yep.
24 and
Hey, I'm proud of myself. We decided to do it by category.
yep.
So we're going to talk about our 3 ongoing series, our 3 limited series, our 3 original graphic novels, our 3 writers, our 3 artists, our 3 cartoonists, people who do both, 3 translations, 3 pieces of nonfiction, and then we've got a wild card category. We've got 3, and I got to decide who my 3rd writer is, but otherwise, I'm locked up.
Are you? I haven't started.
Yeah,
I mean, I have
yeah,
I have notebook sheets with
yeah.
notes scribbled on them, but
So I'm
nothing
kind of proud of myself.
nothing
How
concrete.
how long do we want to spend on this year?
2 episodes, 3, maybe 3? Or do you think that's too many?
Uh
2 for sure.
yeah, it would split nicely into 3 because
Yeah.
we could do the series, the creators, and then the 3 kind of different categories.
Yep.
So let's do 3.
All
It
right.
works. Yeah.
Sounds good
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me. All
Yeah.
right.
And we'll start next week with ongoing series, limited series, and original graphic novels.
Perfect. So, what else is going on? There's stuff going on with the big orange pumpkin, isn't there?
Well, Maine has joined Colorado in saying that he's ineligible for office.
That's awesome. More states will follow suit. I know it.
Yeah, and it's going to have to be decided by the Supreme Court. I did see one of my favorite responses ever, though,
What's that?
Because the whole argument is like let the voters decide. Um, and somebody posted just as like a thought exercise. Well, okay, I mean, the only reason that Barack Obama is ineligible is because that like obscure 22nd Amendment that says that you can only have two terms.
Correct.
I mean, people barely know what that is. So let's make Barack Obama the Democratic candidate in 2024 and just let the voters decide.
Exactly.
So, yeah. That's essentially what they're saying is that pesky law.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, because they're not willing to actually argue the merits of whether or not.
Donald Trump is capable.
Well, no, whether or not he's qualifies as having either committed or given aid and comfort to insurrectionists,
Mm-hmm.
either of which disqualify him from office under the 14th Amendment. So, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah. But anyway, so yeah,
Let's get into some
let's get
comics.
into New to Order.
Yeah, new to order for January 18th. We got
I just noticed that all three. Oh God, no! This was totally an accident. This will be fun. I'll bring it up when we
when you get to it.
yeah.
Okay. I think I know what you're going to say. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So anyway, new to order for January 18th, new comic series, Batman Dark Age #1, from Mark Russell and Mike Allred from DC
So
Comics.
good.
It does look really good.
The follow up to their Superman Space Age.
Yep. I'm reading Mark Russell right now, a gift from Tad, the Flintstones.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
It is.
Are you laughing out loud
Yes.
way more often than you expected to?
Yes. Yep. I love it when they discover their god is the vacuum cleaner. They're worshiping elephants.
Yeah. Oh,
It's good times. It's so funny. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. Black Widow and Hawkeye from Stephanie Phillips and Paolo Villanelli from Marvel.
yeah, Villanelli. Yeah.
Yep. And
Stephanie Phillips is just amazing.
right.
I loved her Rogue Gambit, so I can't imagine that her Black Widow Hawkeye is going to be any less awesome.
Uh-huh. Exactly. We got Blood Brothers Mother #1 from Brian Azzarello and Eduardo Riso. That's out on Distillery.
Yeah, we'll probably have to talk Distillery next week. There are 3 books starting from Distillery
Okay.
in this new to order, so we might do all 3 of those next week.
Okay. Feral #1. Nope, that's the wrong one.
Deathstalker.
Deathstalker #1. Tim Seeley, Stephen Kostansky from Slash, Nathan Gooden out on Vault. I'm very much looking forward to this.
So Kelly and I actually watched like half an hour or so the Deathstalker movie,
Mm-hmm.
just to see what it's about.
Couldn't do
sort
it.
of thing. I think we had a legitimate reason to get away from it that night, but like, so it's still like up in our like you turn on Amazon and it'll be listed as something to finish watching or whatever.
Yep.
So every time I see it on screen, I'm like, "Hey, Kelly, you want to finish up Deathstalker?" She's just like, "No, I do not."
It's disturbing.
No, it's not even disturbing. It's just bad.
It's just a bad movie.
It's just imagine like Kevin Sorbo's Hercules with more blood and tits.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, so Yeah, that's Deathstalker. Little Black Book #1, Jeff.
I mean, we
McCom-
know Tim Steele's going to make it good.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Little Black Book #1, Jeff McComsey and Felipe Cunha from AWA. Napalm Lullaby. I love that title. Napalm Lullaby #1 from Rick Remender and Bengal.
I love Rick Remender and Bengal did a book called Death or Glory.
Mhm.
It was great. So I'm looking forward to them teaming again.
Yeah, this should be good. Night People #1, Barry Gifford, Chris Condon, Brian Level. That looks
Yeah,
pretty
this is
from
Chris
Oni.
Condon adapting something from the same guy who wrote Lost Highway,
Oh, okay.
the David Lynch movie.
David Lynch. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know who wrote it though.
Barry Gifford.
Barry Gifford. Okay.
I
didn't know that.
So yeah. So I'm this looks cool and Chris is excited. Looks kind of fucked up, but it still looks cool.
Right.
So
All right. Next up, Spectrograph #1 from James Tynion IV and Christian Ward.
another distillery.
Yep, another distillery book. Torpedo 1972 from Enrique Sanchez Abuli and Eduardo Riso.
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 So yeah, Riso's got 2 books.
Yep.
Coming. It's not common for an artist to have 2 books coming out. This is actually Torpedo was like espionage thriller type thing.
Yep.
Alex Toth did initially, and then there have been runs from a couple of other like really famous artists that aren't coming to mind right now because I'm uncaffeinated. But Riso's doing an update of it, so that looks really cool to me. I'm certain when we talk about it, I will.
You have more to
talk
say
about the original.
for
Right.
sure. For sure. Okay, White Boat #1 from Scott Snyder and Francesco Francavilla from Distillery.
Another distillery, yep.
Wrong Earth, Dead Ringers #1, Tom Payer, Jamal Ingle from Ahoy.
Yeah, that's the Ahoy flagship book there.
Yeah.
So did you figure out what I noticed about all 6 books that we're going to be talking about here?
I think so. I'm going to go back.
What do you think?
Well, are these all #1s? Or are they all?
Well,
no,
because it's always #1s.
I meant in the collection too. The collection of the graphic. Okay, never mind. Nope.
Wait, they all involve animals.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Usagi. Oh, wow,
It wasn't
they do.
on purpose, but we have an animal theme.
Yes, we do.
Starting with Tony Fleeks and Trish Borschner, who brought us Stray Dogs, are bringing us Feral. Meet Elsie, Lord Fluffy Britches, and Patch, 3 indoor cats lost in the not-so-great outdoors during a nightmarish rabies outbreak. Without their humans to protect them, the cats rush to find their way home before they're eaten by the forest full of rabid beasts on their tails. Don't get bit. Don't get scratched. Don't become feral.
I can't wait.
Yeah. I don't know, Eddie. What do you think, though? It seems to imply that the cats need help surviving. Is that true?
If you read that last book that we read last week, Animal Pound, that says the cats don't need help. The cats are in charge.
Right. I lean towards cats, so I mean that's going to be something to watch.
Yeah.
If the cats are any way helpless, that's going to feel a little off, but we'll find out. I'm still excited.
All right.
And continue our annual theme. And I have actually read issue 1 of this. You should read issue 1 of this because we're talking to Pornsack and Jesse.
Yep.
On Wednesday.
Yep.
Man's Best #1. Holy shit, it's good. I mean, I knew it was going to be good. It's Pornsack and Jesse.
I can't wait to read it.
Yeah, Pornsack, Piece of Showday, Jesse Lonergan from Boom Studios. Homeward bound on an alien planet. Man's Best follows 3 emotional support pets living on the Starship Horizon, a spacecraft searching for a new planet to house a humanity compromised by bad decisions and corporate corruption. But after the ship crashes and their crew is captured, these loyal pets are their owner's only hope. Outfitted with outrageous mech suits, these three best friends must traverse a hostile world to rescue their owners, leaving them the only hope for humanity that might not be worth saving, in an adventure threatening to tear their friendship apart.
That sounds awesome. I can't wait to read it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I
it's high on
said,
my
we
list.
got the PDF in our folder.
Okay,
So freaking good.
I'll read it going.
Lonergan is we're good. I mean, obviously, we're talking on Wednesday, but I'll give a little preview. We're gonna be talking about Lonergan again in like the next couple of weeks.
Sure.
We're gonna be talking about best of
Mm-hmm.
2023 stuff. And I have a hunch. It's gonna come up.
I think you're right.
So yeah, I'm really excited for this book.
That's awesome.
This is I mean, I think I told you already that like I feel like I might already have like my top 3 books of 2024 picked out in Animal Pound, Man's Best, and I forget what the other one was right now.
Probably an animal book.
My brain's farting.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Cool.
Oh, duh. Beyond Real.
Yep.
Zach Kaplan.
Yep.
Yeah, it's entirely possible that I've already read the first issue of my 3 favorite miniseries for next year. Yeah.
Excellent.
And then Usagi Yojimbo the Crow, #1.
I love how prolific Stan Sakai has been with Usagi lately. I mean, there's been an issue constantly. It's awesome.
Finally making it out of the frozen mountains, Usagi and Yukichi come across a merchant being attacked by 4 brigands. They rescue the supposed merchant, only to discover much later that he's really a criminal with a huge bounty on his head. Of course, wherever there is a huge reward, you will find bounty hunters Jen and Stray Dog, and other unscrupulous trackers. So, yeah.
Nice.
The saga of Usagi Yojimbo continues. He renumbers with most miniseries, so I don't know exactly where we are, but we're well over 200 issues in the saga of
Yeah, he's a lot like Hellboy that way, where they're numbered strangely.
But unlike Hellboy, it is pretty consistently just one straightforward. This is picking up where we left off with the last
miniseries. Yeah, I don't remember what it was called.
right.
Ice and Snow or something.
Right. Yeah. It's picking up right where we left off with Ice and Snow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk collections and graphic novels.
All right. So Degas and Cassatt from Salva Rubio.
And Effa.
And Effa. What's NBM? I'm not sure.
NBM is foreign publisher.
Yeah.
Or at least does a lot of translation stuff.
Cool.
And Degas and Cassatt is the artist.
Yep.
NBM does a lot of like comics about famous artists.
That's awesome. I can't wait to read it.
I mean,
being an art guy, I figured it was Degas, but anyway, Dusk from Alex Segura and Elizabeth Little, and David Hahn from Scout. That looks really cool.
The one that has issue 1 at the beginning of the month and the trade paperback at the end of the month.
Yep, a little something weird going on with that, but
I don't know if it's weird. I think it might actually be smart.
It's just different. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, different. Yeah.
Gleam from Freddie Carrasco and Drawn and Quarterly. That looks awesome. What? Gleam, I haven't seen it spelled that way before. Do we know anything about it? I suppose we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
All right. Hobtown Mystery Stories, Volume 1, The Case of the Missing Men from Chris Burton, Alexander Forbes, out on Oni Press.
All right.
Light It, Shoot It, Graham Chaffee. Yep, from Fantagraphics. Ooh, this one I like. The Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos from James Tynion IV and Tate Brumble, Isaac Goodhart from Dark Horse. I really liked that series. I read it in issues.
Oh yeah, I have too.
Project Cryptid from various creators out on Ahoy.
That's also, see, both of them I thought were done, and I realized they're not. So they're both volume ones.
Okay. Replay, Memoir of an Uprooted Family from Jordan Mechner.
For second.
I'm having a turn reading. Sirens of the City, Joanne Sterer and Kari Randolph from Boom.
This is a really cool story.
Yeah.
With I mean, sirens, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Vampires and elementals.
Yeah, that's right up my alley. I would love it.
Yeah.
Star Trek Day of Blood hardcover from Chris Cantwell and Colin Kelly, Jackson Lansing, Ramon Rosanas, and Angel
Angel
Anzueta. That's a unique name. Anzueta. From IDW.
It was the first big Star Trek crossover event with these. Yeah, they just nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should have thrown in Ryan North and forgetting his artist for Shaq, because it does have Shaq's Best Day in it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so excited for this, and it comes out like 2 weeks before my birthday. So if people are planning on it for my birthday, like, give me the heads up so that I don't buy it myself. Also coordinate. Not everybody should buy it for me for my birthday.
Coordinate, people.
I mean, otherwise I'll just wind up having to regift multiple copies, which is cool because it's awesome and everybody should read it.
And now I lost my spot.
Suffrage Song,
Caitlin Cass from Fantagraphics. We talked about this last week. Swan Songs from W. Maxwell Prince and Martin Simmons, Casper Wingard, Felipe Andrade, Caitlin Yarsky, Alex Ekman Lawn, Martin Morazzo from Image Comics. And then Whiff Wolf from Colin Kelly, Jackson Lansing, Dalen Ogden from Vault.
Yeah. And now we're going to continue our animal theme.
Yeah.
With Catfight. Though Catfight is more about cat burglars.
Yep.
So this is actually the one that's like least animal of all of the ones that we're talking about.
It's still in the title.
It does have cat right in the title, and I'll show you the screen here. The cover does include a bunch of cats.
That's true. I do like it. That was a cool cover.
Felix lives a life of high fashion and indulgence. Sure, he steals to get it, but he gets it on his own nonetheless. When a mysterious character by the name of Schrodinger, get it?
Schrodinger.
Threatens Felix's only surviving family member in an attempt to recruit him into a crime syndicate. Felix is sent on a globe-trotting game of cat and mouse in the heightened world of colorful criminal masterminds. Tune into IDW's glamorous neo-noir action series from the pen of Andrew Wheeler with art from Elias Kriazis and finishes by August and Dennis Yatras. It was so good.
Yeah.
So good. So, anybody who didn't get the single issues, they came out on kind of a weird schedule, and I think it was supposed to be 6 issues, and it wound up being 5, but the 5th was a double-sized issue that had chapter 5 and chapter 6 in it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool
stuff. I liked it a lot. Tomorrow the Birds, Osamu Tezuka. We talked about the Sum when Ablaze made their announcement that they were doing some Tezuka stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Osamu Tezuka is the godfather of manga. Originally published between 1971 and 75, this collection of short stories depicts an Earth in which birds become the planet's dominant species. Started with several minor but unusual attacks by birds against humans, more a nuisance than anything. However, as birds capable of harnessing fire began to appear, using it to set fire to people's homes, things began to escalate. Eventually, a highly intelligent leader of the birds emerges to begin negotiations with humankind on behalf of his people. What force jump-started the birds' wild jump in evolution? And what will be the fate of humans in this new world order?
That sounds really good.
Suzuki's just, I mean, there's a reason they call him the godfather of manga.
Yep.
He is best known for Astro Boy, but you know, he did all sorts of stuff for all sorts of age groups. So, yeah.
This last one I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, it's in public domain now,
Yep.
so the stuff's rolling, and you got great stories, so it's going to be fun. Winnie the Pooh, beloved children's classic, appears as a graphic novel for the first time. Lind Ward graphic novel prize winner Travis Dandro takes a left turn from his detailed autobiography and returns with the charming tales of Winnie the Pooh. In 2015, the A.A. Milne children's classic, long since viewed as the benchmark for intelligent and whimsical storytelling, slipped into the public domain. The beloved series now gets the comics treatment from a gifted artist at the peak of his cartoon prowess. Dandro expands the world of Hunter Acre Wood in all directions, creating a stunning full-page tableaus where Pooh and everybody's favorite characters, Piglet, Eeyore, Owl, Tigger, and of course Christopher Robin, to romp, argue, fall, and love. Or fail. Fail and love. Fall, but either way.
Either way. It makes sense both ways.
Indebted to the unforgettable pen and ink drawings of E.H. Shepard, this addition to the canon of timeless literature for all ages encompasses all of Winnie the Pooh's original pictures.
Ted, I think you need to move your mic a little closer.
Yeah, you know, that's what happens
There
when the cat tries to steal the mic while you're talking.
That's much better. He can hear you much better again. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to Winnie the Pooh.
See him trying to eat the
windscreen
foam off the microphone?
Yeah.
While I was talking?
How rude.
Yeah, you.
You want to read the final order cutoff?
For As Long as It Rains, Zvain, Pow Pow. We talked about this some recently.
Yeah.
Cool looking graphic novel.
Yeah.
Jill and the Killers, Olivia Quartero Briggs and Roberta in Granada from Oni Press. This looks so good. We talked about this last month too.
Mm-hmm.
Lilo and Stitch #1, Greg Pak, Julia Giacomino. Moon Man #1 from David Walker. Scott Kid Cudi Mascuti and Marco Lucati. And this one's for you, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin 2. Re-Evolution from Kevin Eastman and Brothers Escorza.
I really did like the Last Ronin miniseries. That was really good.
It was good.
Yeah.
And then ODB, Out of Discord and B-Sides, Lyrical Ruckus in the City, from a fantastic group of artists. The Old Dirty Bastard graphic novel from Kickstarter, or is still kickstarting from Oni Press through the 11th of January. Go back it, get your action figure, etc. So what'd you love this week, Tyler?
Well, 3 amazing new books. My first one was Dwellings #3 from Jay Stevens from Oni Press. I love the dichotomy of the cutesy art, right?
Right.
I mean, it's very nostalgic, very, oh, this is nice. My wife was looking at it going, this looks really nice. And I'm like,
you gonna read it to Raina?
Yeah.
No.
It's so disturbing. But that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
This is the last one of the Return of Dwellings. So this is the 3 of 3.
I have to check that out.
Yep. And
I've got it downloaded to my iPad, but I haven't gotten to it yet.
there's two stories in it. I mean, they're beefy, so
Yeah,
it's
always
fun.
are.
Yep. And then Local Man number 8 from Tim Seeley and Tony Fleeks. Speaking of Tony Fleeks again, this one, is this coming to? Did we say it was coming to a graphic novel soon? I don't remember.
I don't think it's on our list right now, but the first collection is out.
Yeah, I didn't know if
Yeah,
they announced the second one yet. Anyway,
I don't think so.
I love this series.
Yeah, it took
It's
a really interesting turn
hmm
this month.
I love the cover.
Um,
The
yeah.
cover that I'm talking about is where he's got his fingers in his mouth,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And it looks like he's blowing his head up, but all this like
Yep.
artwork's coming out of it. It's
Yep.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I just lost my place again because I
Holy roller.
keep scrolling. Holy roller number 2. Rick Remender, Andy Samberg, Joe Troman, and Roland Boschi from Image Comics. God, this series is funny. I love it.
Yeah. It's fun stuff. It was my second book. I'm surprised that my top book didn't make your list.
It was not read yet, and
Oh, okay. So it was like Dwellings for me.
yep.
Bone Orchard Mythos, Tenement number 7. Jeff Lemire, Andrew Sorrentino. This is kind of like the big twist reveal
Mm-hmm.
for all of Bone Orchard Mythos.
Okay, not just Tenement, but like the whole.
Right, right. This issue kind of ties everything together
Good.
at least a little. So, um, yeah, it was cool. Um, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next.
Awesome.
Holy Roller, funny.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, beating people up with bowling balls and other sports equipment is just funny.
It is. It is. It's just. I. I'm hit or miss on whether I think celebrities writing comic books is a good idea.
It works better when they're not like, I mean, Rick Remender probably did the heavy
Right.
lifting for the writing.
Yep. Yep.
Andy probably had some ideas, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually involved on. And it's not like, I mean, pretty much anybody who's been on Saturday Night Live has done their share of writing
Mm-hmm.
because while they have a writer's room, the cast winds up pretty involved in writing most of the time there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I get where you're coming from.
But well, and Andy, I guess, doesn't really fit in that because he's also a recording artist. I don't know if you've listened to The Lonely Island.
No, I haven't.
Okay, it's Andy Samberg's comedy band,
Okay.
and
I mean, I remember the crazy videos you used to do on Saturday Night Live.
yep. So those songs are included on his albums.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. But
I dig it.
so I mean, he is creative. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
It's just when Berserker showed up, I was like, questioning, like, really?
Wound up being really good.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
had Matt Kent.
Yep.
So I mean that's always my thing is, who you're working with, how serious are you taking it? Are
Yeah.
you just trying to cash in on comics, or are you like genuinely interested in making a comic?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ethan Hawke's penned a couple of really good graphic novels.
Has he?
Yeah.
All right. What was your third one? I think I interrupted you.
No One, number 7. I've been loving this series.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a little delayed, and this issue had a fill-in artist that I didn't like quite as much
Okay.
as I like Borges. I don't even have the fill-in artist on the list here, because he wasn't solicited as much. Borges is the one that pops up in the solicits and still has the cover. But the story itself, I'm still loving where it's going. But yeah, it probably fell a little bit because the art's not quite where the rest of the series is.
Right.
I mean, it's not bad. I don't want to like. You know me. I always hate it when I'm talking about anything where I can't talk about how I love it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard not to compare a fill-in artist,
Right.
particularly in a miniseries, right?
Exactly.
And the art is like noticeably different here and not as good.
Mm-hmm. I completely
But
understand that. I feel that way all the
yeah.
time. If the art changes, I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't mind art changing, but the one of the terms that we've used sometimes when talking to artists is um the artists have to be like both director and actors.
Yeah, I
And this
agree.
artist is a fine director. This artist isn't quite as good at getting the acting.
Yeah. Yep.
There wasn't as much value added from emotion or whatever coming from the way the characters were drawn, the way they looked.
Makes sense.
That sort of, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Sometimes we'll talk about that panel where it's just like you could drop the words and you could tell just from the eyes what's going on. There are no panels like that
Oh,
in this.
that's a bummer.
um, yeah, I mean it's still very good, particularly, and I'm actually kind of glad that I don't know the artist's name off the top of my head, and I'm not looking it up right now because it's also a fill-in issue. So who knows how fast they had to work? Who knows?
Yep.
Y-
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah, and I know you really do not like to say disparaging things about anybody, so it's probably good that it's not his name's not up here.
right, right. Um, and again, I don't, I mean, it's still well crafted. It's not like, oh my God, they let a 6-year-old do this. What the hell? It doesn't get in the way of reading the story, that sort of thing.
Sure.
It's just Geraldo Borges has been doing really great art.
Mm-hmm.
When Clay Mann fell behind on Bat Cat, Liam Sharp stepped in and like knocked it out of the park for a couple issues.
Did he?
Uh, this is not that. How about that? That's the way I put it.
This is not that. You know how awesome that was? Well,
Yeah. Well, I don't know that it was awesome because it was kind of a shame to not have Clay Mann for a couple issues.
yeah.
And Liam, to his credit, didn't try to be Clay Mann. He didn't lean hard into being like the Liam Sharp of Starhenge,
Yep.
but he was definitely just like the Liam Sharp of Green Lantern and other superhero stuff that he's done.
Sure.
He didn't try to emulate, but it didn't feel rushed. It didn't feel, and probably it didn't have to be rushed. I mean, when it's an independent and things happen, I mean, who knows what happens? That's part of, my biggest fear is, oh, are sales lagging? Did somebody have to take another job? Is everybody okay? Blah blah blah.
Right.
So yeah,
All right. So those are our new
but
comics
we've
this
babbled
week.
more about that than I feel like.
Yeah. Those are our new comics this week. We're going to get into our
Penguin was really good this week too.
Penguin was. I agree.
Yeah,
I did read
Penguin
that
was
last
really
minute.
good this week.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've also got Spider-Man Miles Morales on deck
Yeah.
too to read. I haven't read that yet.
Yeah, it's on deck for me too.
Yep. But our great responsibility this week is Astro City Metrobook Volume 3, which deals with Astro City The Dark Ages.
The Dark Ages. And did you finish up Metrobook Volume 2?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you see why I didn't want to talk about those issues because they really they set up Dark Ages.
Yep.
Dark Ages is like the longest continuous story we've got in Astro City so
For
far.
sure. And that story follows two brothers.
Mm-hmm.
One of them who grew up
who may or may not be named Charles and Royal.
Yeah, Charles and Royal.
I like I liked that twist at the end.
Yep. Yep. It's a good story. What I loved about it is that it really showed the relationship of these brothers at the beginning, where one of them was a cop and the other one is a criminal, right? He's a
Right.
pickpocket, he's a thief, but he gets in over his head with dealing with the mob,
Right.
working for mob connections, and his brother can't protect him anymore because he
Right.
comes under the eye of the blue soldier. Is that what he's called? The blue
Right.
soldier?
I forget right now. Uncaffeinated.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah.
I think it's the Blue Soldier because it's more of a cop. The Blue Knight,
The Blue
maybe?
Knight.
I don't
It
remember.
is the Blue Knight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyway, the Blue Knight is killing mob connections,
Right.
and so yeah, poor Royal
Yeah.
is running for his life.
Yeah.
He's got the bullseye on the back of his neck.
Yep. Yep.
My favorite part is when he's loading his neck up with all that tinfoil.
Right.
Right, and
Right.
he's stuffing it into his hood. He thinks his tinfoil is going to hide him from the Blue Knight.
Right. But
It's
then, Charles is the honest cop gets gunned down by his dirty cop brethren.
yep,
Royal saves him, but Royal, it's one of those crazy nights where everything's going on. So, to get the attention of the police, Royal has to like set off some heavy artillery
yeah.
to get them to come and save his brother. And then they infiltrate like an AIM type thing. And
So one of the questions I had, like, it talks about this takes place in Bakerfield or Bakersville, Baker something. Is that part of Astro City? Is that
I think that's just the beginning part. Not the whole thing takes part in Big Phil. But yeah, no, I don't know if it's one of the neighborhoods or if it's like in the country suburb. I don't know.
because like Jack in the Box shows up there and
Right.
like yeah,
So it's got to be close.
yeah,
And I think only like the flashbacks to their childhood
take place there. Okay,
are right.
the fire and all that.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Um,
Oh, and then there's
but
this.
yeah,
Um, go ahead.
overall, this is like all of the crazy, like the mixture of cosmic craziness and getting gritty of 70s through early 90s comics
Yep.
seen through the eyes of two non-participants who are close enough to it that they get sucked in
Mm-hmm.
and even wind up understanding a little bit how the heroes can get sucked in and cross lines because they become so single-mindedly focused on I must do this.
Yep. And that's what I was going to bring up. There was this kind of B storyline of the Silver Agent being arrested
Right.
for murder, and there was this flashback to the brothers and the Silver Agent that we didn't really get flushed out right away. It took a few issues, but we found
Like
out.
6 or 10.
Yeah, it took a while to flush out that whole story of what happened when they were
Right.
kids with the fire and who set the fire, that kind of stuff.
And their parents were gunned down in front of them by like super
Paratroopers.
criminal
Yeah, but the paratroopers. I'm trying to think. They came in on a
pyramid
pyramid. That's what.
troopers,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Again, it's like a stand-in for AIM or any of the other Hydra.
Yep.
um I don't know what they call them at DC. I'm certain that they have those like
Or
James Bond type villain groups.
those organizations that are,
Right, right.
on the
Um,
surface trying to become a world power, but underneath
right.
they're really a terrorist cell.
Or
Cat got
you
your mic.
know,
Cat got your mic.
yeah. Sometimes they're not even like on the surface, not terrorism. I mean, it's like uh, one of the things that was um kind of stark because it was being said so directly out loud was the beginning of Authority when they're dealing with Kaizen Gamora, and he actually like talks about, our export is terror.
Yep. Yep.
Um, so yeah. Um, but so yeah, it was just cool to watch all of this turmoil and the way that they tie it into, all of this turmoil in comics really reflected, Watergate and Vietnam and,
Yeah.
legitimately high urban crime and, you know, the paper thin Morning in America Reagan era where people got to feel better even though things weren't really better. And,
One of
you
the things
know,
that really came to my attention was how long some of these heroes have been around, because the
yeah.
majority of this story takes place in the 70s, and we've got guys like Jack in the Box there,
Hmm.
right? So he's been in our previous stories took place more modern times, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So he's been around a
Whereas
long
this
time.
is like 70s and 80s
Yep.
for the most part.
Yep. Yep. I liked it. I'm glad that I didn't go the hoopla route, and I've been buying these
Yeah.
because I've never read them before, and I'd love to own physical copies of them, but for the time being, then this
Yeah,
is
no, I definitely will be I mean I've been going the hoopla route um just because I've got a lot of the old digital from when it was published through Dark Horse.
okay.
But the hoopla makes it so I have the even
Yep.
this is what we're reading.
Yep.
I really hope that they eventually publish them as hardcovers. Like I would
Exactly.
totally buy Astro City
I
hardcovers.
would too. I've
Um,
been enjoying this so much that it's right up there with Black Hammer for me, and I'm glad we're doing
yeah,
this side by
yeah,
side reading because it
yeah.
really gives a totally different viewpoint. Like I had never considered superhero comics from perspectives that we're getting in this series, right?
Right.
Virtually none of the stories are from the perspective of the hero.
No,
I can't
it's
think.
about living in a world where this stuff happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes closer than others. I mean, these guys wind up turning themselves into not exactly heroes, but there's a Frank Castle-esque, I'm so driven by this that I'm gonna find the means to put together the weaponry, put together the whatever, because I gotta go get revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, and I really love how and he's done with this with other issues or other stuff as well, but it's impressive that, over 18 issues he really distilled the kind of the feeling of what it would be like to have already been a comic fan at the beginning of the duel. I mean, if you think about it, the whole like really weird epic cosmic era, the Jim Starlin Thanos stuff and etc. And like the turn into the nitty gritty, whether we're talking, Dark Knight Returns or Watchmen or um, Punisher having five different titles that were all the best sellers and etc. were all happening in the same time
Yep.
in comics.
Yep.
So if you'd been a fan of comics that had more clearly delineated good guys and bad guys, where the stakes were both not weird, trippy sci-fi stuff, but also not necessarily stuff that you had to think about because it was also outside your window.
Right.
Um, and now at the same time that your country's actually going through this turmoil, I mean, I actually, as I was reading it, I thought, oh, this is actually probably part of why Fox News is so upset when, you know, John Kent is gay or this, that, or the other thing, because it's like, no, 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 no. I got enough of that in the real world. Don't give that to me in my comics,
I see that. Yeah.
you know.
Uh-huh.
Um, but you also have to be like a certain, by juxtaposing it so well on the real world climate of those times.
Uh-huh.
It makes that like really powerful statement that it's like, no, comics have always kind of reflected
The times, really.
the times.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that you're waxing poetic about, those are all Cold Era comics.
Mm-hmm.
Where our or Cold War era comics, where our fears and whatnot were much more existential. They had to do with the possibility of this faraway nation where they talked funny, dropping nuclear bombs on us.
Right.
It wasn't gas shortages. It wasn't terrorist attacks. It wasn't, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I do.
And they completely forget because most of them are too young to have remembered, oh, during the war era, comics were, about the stuff going on in the war era. Then we had these huge hearings because, oh, we can't voice that shit on our kids.
On our comic book, kids are reading these.
Yeah. They read about crime, they'll commit crimes. Because that's how it works.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I am, like I said, thoroughly enjoying this. Can't wait to finish her up. I don't know how many volumes of the Metrobook are
I
there.
think the fourth Metrobook is already available, and the fifth is actually coming out really soon.
Okay, so by the time we get to the fifth, hopefully it'll be out because
Yeah.
we're gonna do 3 weeks here now.
I
Of
think that's what it is.
3 weeks of
Yeah,
our
three weeks, and then we'll be jumping back to Black Hammer anyway.
yep. So it's at least a month before we come back to Metrobook Volume
Right.
4.
Right. Metrobook Volume 4 is already available, and again, I feel like I saw the fifth is like right around the corner.
Sure. All right. Well,
That sort of thing.
you have anything left you want to say about Volume 3?
No, I am good.
Yeah, I'm good. It was really good. I love reading it. I just keep saying that over and over. But
Yeah.
um
I'm surprised you didn't know it before this
nope.
because it's so up your alley.
Yeah. I've heard of it. I just didn't
Yeah.
read it or yeah.
And again, I love, and we might have to do powers at some point. That's what popped into my head as another deconstruction, but also love letter to superhero comics.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I appreciate here so much. And we talked about this. We talked about this a couple of times. Is Watchmen, Dark Knight Returns, they're deconstructions of the genre
Uh-huh.
and grim and dark and I don't want to say that they like hate superhero comics, but they don't they don't focus on any of the positive aspects of the genre when they're deconstructing it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas Black Hammer and Astro City still deconstruct the genre,
Mm-hmm.
and put it into context and all that stuff, but do it with a certain reverence, not worshipful, but appreciative and loving.
Yep.
They care about what they're taking apart. They don't want to destroy it by taking it apart. They're just exploring it.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
Completely agree.
yeah.
All right. So, Tad, what are 3 books you hope will be spectacular next week?
I mean, we got a lot of good books next week,
Uh-huh.
but
Ton.
top of my list, and I know this is actually surprising because it's not even the only number 11 on my list, but I went with Once Upon a Time at the End of the World, number 11. Beginning of the third arc, I think the final arc of Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. Nick Dragata's taking over art duties. Jason Aaron writing, our post-apocalyptic romance. And I'm really loving it. I'm really interested to see where it's going to go next. Um, so I'm excited for that this week. Number 2 is going to the new Kyle Starks Brand Galen series from Boom, Hyde and Merrimack, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Where, that nice crime fighting duo, or really like detectives duo. Um, and Kyle Starks.
Kyle Starks. Kyle Starks. Yeah,
Kyle
exactly.
Starks. Full stop. Kyle Starks.
So, I just want to make sure I'm thinking of the right guy. He wrote the 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton, right?
6 Sidekicks,
Okay.
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of other stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, I mean, we read I can't remember what it's called right now. The one where they inherit the house and it turns out the property's haunted.
I can't remember. It sounds familiar.
The one that when we talked to him about it, he talked about how, yeah, he wanted to do more of a straight horror.
Yeah.
He was a little too known as just the funny guy.
I remember that.
Which made me laugh my ass off when it got nominated for a best comedy.
Exactly. Like they didn't read it at all.
Yeah.
I just don't remember what it was.
I'm like, yeah, I can't remember right now either. I don't feel like looking it up. This is the uncaffeinated episode, remember?
Yep, the uncaffeinated episode.
And then you got this on your list too. Love Everlasting returns with issue 11. Tom King, Elsa Chartier.
Yeah, I have got that as my number 1.
And I already know is fantastic because they gave us the first 3 issues before we talked to them. Drive Like Hell number 3 from Rich Dueck and Alex Kwong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I've got Love Everlasting as number 1.
Yeah. You have Tom King higher than me. That doesn't happen very often.
Sorry,
Tom.
I have really fallen in love with this series. Elsa's art.
Good.
Elsa's art is just so enchanting because it hooks you in with its simplicity is not the right word, but there's something charming.
Like it's not the right word for Darwin Cook, but there's an economy.
Yeah, it's charming. It's the word that
charming and it's economical.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't go overboard.
No, it's not pretentious. It's not. It's just
but it's also as detailed as it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
There's no wasted space or motion.
No.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I agree. So much emotion in it, though.
Elsa has a real talent for minimalist acting.
Uh-huh.
Showing just a wide range of emotions with her characters, all through body language and just small facial details. She doesn't have to make it anywhere near photo quality. I mean, yeah. I mean, Darwin's her hero, so think Parker, think New Frontier. But it's something that a lot of the great cartoonists have had down for a while. It's something we talked a lot about on our Lost Charles Schultz episode.
Yeah, the one episode that got away.
But the episode that got away. There is an episode that was recorded and somehow deleted everywhere before we posted it. So we have agreed that we're going to do Schultz again next October. So we'll be well versed by then. So
that's awesome.
What else, Tyler?
Oh, Giant Robot Hellboy #3, Mike Mignola and Duncan Fegredo from Dark Horse.
Yeah, this is making it every issue, so they must be knocking it out.
I love it. It's just silly, monsters and robots, and I mean, it's Hellboy.
Yeah,
and then
I'm down.
Honestly, I am really looking forward to Fantastic Four every month, and I struggle not to keep it off my list.
I need to get caught up because I need to get caught up.
Ryan North is.
I've been reading like 6 issues at a time, but it's Ryan North, so I really shouldn't be. I should be. Am
also reading Squirrel Girl in its entirety right now.
I actually gave the first volume to a friend for Christmas yesterday.
Nice, because it is. I'm reading it in one big chunk. Good. I'm just like really into Ryan North right now, and his take on the Fantastic.
He's amazing.
His take on the Fantastic Four is so good. So I'm really looking forward to number 15, and then art by Ivan Fiorelli. Yeah,
sounds right.
Yep. All right, so that is it.
That's 112 in the book.
Yep.
And you were right. The decaffeinated episode wound up going a little faster.
It just kind of.
I hope that didn't make it worse. Hopefully that made it at least as good, maybe better. If it was better, people should rate and review and stuff like that, and say Tad needs to drink less coffee before morning episodes because you're more interesting when he's out of it.
It's funny.
I feel like Eddie's
caffeinated. He is ready to go.
Got into something because he's on fire today.
He's been
you
dipping into the catnip.
He did get catnip toys for Christmas.
Nice.
Are you stoned? Is that what's going on, buddy?
He's just I can't take
You're
it.
Purring. Purring. You're very happy.
Happy kitty.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, that's our episode for this week. Tune in next week for our top lists of 23.
Yeah, and see you midweek for some talk of Man's Best with Pornsack Piece of Show Day and Jesse Lonergan.
Yep.
And we'll talk about other stuff that they've done too.
So we're recording this on New Year's Eve. So everybody have a great New Year's.
Yep.
Hope everyone had a happy holidays.
I did.
Good.
I did.
Good. All right, guys.
All righty, Tyler. I will see you Wednesday.
See ya. We'll catch you guys after the next page. Later. Hey guys, this is Tyler from 22 Panels. I'm here to tell you all about our Patreon. If you enjoy this show, please consider donating to our Patreon to keep this show going. We have many different tiers, all different levels to help you decide what's right for you. Okay, so get on out there to patreon.com/22panelspodcast.